welcome to the Dangerous Divas podcast. Welcome to another episode with your favorite coach, me. And today I'm coming at you with 11 ways to keep your fresh foods longer. So have you ever bought all these healthy foods, right? And then you're super excited about them. And then, a couple days go by and they all went bad. Like literally everything went bad and then you have to throw them out. Like it's the freaking worst, right? So, and then you're mad because you spend all this money and all this time with all these healthy foods and then, it goes bad. So yeah, I've been there, I've done that more than I can count. But I just found out about these tricks and tips and tricks and I wanted to share it with you all because I've been doing it for the last week or so and it has absolutely changed everything. So here it is. It's super easy. It's gonna help you keep your fresh foods longer and it actually works. I've done all of them, so I know it works. Okay, cool. Let's start. Number one, every time you buy salad, like any type of lettuce or salad or whatever, line your salad drawer with a paper towel to help absorb excess moisture from your salad greens. It actually makes sense when you think about it, right? Because when a salad goes bad, there's mold on it, which means that there's moisture. So yes, it absolutely makes sense. So line a paper towel and then put the salad bag on top and then it absorbs all the moisture from the salad greens. Number two, I'm sure you guys all do this already, but let me remind you, don't put your potatoes in the fridge. Place them in a cool, dry place and they'll last super long. I've had potatoes that have lasted up to 4 months. Do I recommend this? Absolutely not, but I've done it when we moved and I just forgot about them. So I have them in drawer or whatever it's called, the cabinet that's cool and dry and it's super awesome and it lasts forever. So yeah. Number three, don't put your apples in the same container with other fruits. And I actually do this all the time. I put an apple with bananas right with my fruit bowl, but I separated it this week and what happens is that the apples will actually age your other fruits faster. So keeping them in a separate bag or in a separate basket or whatever is actually gonna help the other fruits not go bad so fast. Isn't that crazy? Super cool. Number four, you guys have seen this, it's all over the internet. Berries, anything berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, anything berries, they mold the quickest, right? Have you ever bought raspberries or strawberries and they mold super fast? So what you do is that you wash them with a solution of vinegar and water and then dry them and then you put them in the fridge. So when you first buy them, instead of putting them straight into the fridge like I used to do, you actually wash them with vinegar and water and then put them into the fridge. Or dry them first, and then put them into the fridge. I've had my strawberries for a week now and they haven't gone bad yet, so it works. Okay, number five, tomatoes. This one is something that I learned and I've been doing now and I think it's working. Number five is keeping your tomatoes out of the fridge. I know it feels weird, but I've always put tomatoes inside the fridge, but apparently if you put tomatoes outside of the fridge in a cool, dark place, they'll taste better and they'll last longer. What? Super cool. So yeah. Number six, I've heard that one before and I don't really buy celery, but I do have some right now, so I did do it. So you wrap your celery in foil so that the gases from it that can be released, they actually keep it in from getting flimsy. Isn't that crazy? So the gases from the celery, when you put foil in it, it keeps it from getting flimsy. Have you ever gotten a celery and it's blah, blah, blah? Yeah, the foil apparently helps with that, which is super cool. Number seven, I've done this before, wash and dry your herbs really, really well. Remove all the yellow ones and the ones that are not so good and then place them in the plastic container. Or what you could do is that you could place them in the jar with water and then they'll start growing even more from your fridge. What? I haven't done the growing in the fridge, but I think I'm going to do that. So washing your herbs, drying them, and then putting them in a jar with water in it and then put it in the fridge and they'll keep growing, which is super cool. Number eight, keeping your mushrooms in a paper bag. Guys, I've done this week. It's super cool. keep your mushrooms in the paper bag, and it keeps them from getting mushy and all like slimy. Like, have you ever had mushroom and like you take it out and it's like all slimy? Like, this prevents it. So put it in the paper bag and then put it in the fridge. Super awesome. Number 9, I do this all the time. I don't know if you guys do it. Ripen. I don't even know how to say the word. Ripen your avocado. So like when you buy an avocado that's not yet ready, leave it outside at room temperature until it's ripe, and then put it in the fridge, and you'll be able to save it a lot longer. Super freaking cool. Number 10, keeping your onions out of the fridge. Same thing with the potatoes and the tomatoes. You can leave them all together actually, and keeping them in a cool, dry, dark place. They will last so long. It's the same thing like potatoes and onions I've had for a while. So yeah. And then number 11, this is really cool. For any droopy greens, you can actually rehydrate them. What? By separating the leaves and placing them in a sink full of ice water for 5 to 30 minutes. Isn't that crazy? That I haven't tried, but I know it works because I've seen other people do it. So yeah, those are just simple ways that you can start doing to keep all your fresh foods longer and make sure that you're not wasting a bunch of money trying to eat healthy, and then it all goes bad, because that absolutely sucks. So that is it. That is all. I hope that helps. I hope you got some value from this podcast, and I hope you implement any of these tips and tricks, because they really, really do help. Other than that, I'm out, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. Peace.